Good day, everybody. It is currently the 18th of December, 2012, and out here in the Western Pacific, for being the mid part of December, we are watching somewhere actually towards the south of Guam for possible tropical development. A little bit more on that in just a second. But first, a quick update on Cyclone Evan, which is now pulling away from Fiji. The track pulled it just towards the north of the islands here. Actually, they saw the eye wall move right over the western coast here, and that brought some very destructive winds. We are seeing plenty of reports of damaged buildings, down power lines, and widespread flooding in some of the rivers here across the islands of Fiji. So definitely our best hopes continue to go out for everybody, and it does look like conditions are gradually going to start to improve throughout your day on your Tuesday as the storm continues to push farther and farther here towards the south. But unfortunately, still some outer rain bands will continue to wrap around, bringing in some heavy rainfall throughout the duration of your Tuesday. So flooding is still high at risk, but the good news is that the destructive winds and storm surge are going to eventually pull off here well towards the south, away from the storm. Eventually on your Tuesday afternoon, actually, you would expect conditions to rapidly improve. But meanwhile, look out here to the 21st into the 22nd. Northern New Zealand is going to want to be watching this now. It won't be a tropical system by that point, but still going to be bringing some gale force winds and heavy rains there to the northern coast of New Zealand into the weekend. So we're going to still watch it here at westerlies.com. Let's take a look at the forecast here back into the Western Pacific and Eastern Asia. We have a low pressure area moving over Japan. That's still bringing some heavy snowfall. Actually, you see these lines pulling in from the north. That's a cold air pushing down here up towards about 30 centimeters of snow. It's expected along the west coast of Japan. Winter really in full-fledged out here. Actually, the freezing line extends clear down here across Korea over Japan, and then much of Hokkaido in that freezing line there. Also, we see a stationary boundary continuing to linger there in southeastern China. That's popping up some rain showers, and that's what we're going to see here on the model outlook. Meanwhile, we're also going to show you the tropical area that we're talking about there a little bit earlier on in the update. First, we have that area of precipitation across southeastern China, that low moving over northern Japan, so initializing rather well into the westerlies, and plus this big bulk of convection just towards the southeast of Guam. Now you have to remember, this is the same area where Bofa developed just a few weeks ago, so it is primed for tropical development. As we go into Thursday, and eventually Friday, this particular model, the GFS model, is picking up on possible development of a tropical system. Now, so far this year, GFS has not really failed us so much, and when it picks up any tropical system day after day after day, this is the third day straight. And going into the weekend, they possibly expect some sort of rotation. Now, as you can see here, it does keep it rather weak. But still, a tropical depression pushing off towards the southern Philippines would be devastating for those areas, continuing to pick up the pieces after just 2 weeks ago when Typhoon Bofa slammed into the coastline. As recovery efforts here are still ongoing, and the death toll is up over 900 at this time, and the missing is also over 900, putting total about 1,800 dead and missing. So very sad news. Any more tropical systems, even if they are weak, are still going to be devastating towards the area. And as we see on the streamline analysis here, it looks like the overall background flow would carry anything developing there south of Guam, off there towards the west, directly at the southern Philippines. So definitely still want to watch that area very closely into the coming days as the models are continuing to pick up on possible development. Very possible at this point, so I do want to strongly stress that. Don't panic at this time, but there is the risk. And I guess that reminds you that it is the Western Pacific, and out here in the Western Pacific you typically see about 1.5 typhoons per year, or tropical storms and typhoons, in the month of December, as shown here from this nice little graph at westerlies.com. You can find it on the annotation on the right side of the screen, showing August, the most active time of the year. But really, you don't see the season tapering off until about February, and even there's still the risk there. We are going to continue to watch that very closely. Also, Cyclone Evan, and meanwhile, across the westerlies, that frontal area lingering there in China, that cold air spilling in from the north. Actually, chilly temperatures are going to be expected across much of Korea, and also Japan, actually, into Tokyo. Your temperatures are getting near freezing through the overnight hours. It's going to be rather chilly out here. I plan on bundling up over the next several days. I hope you do too if you are watching across Japan. So stay safe out there, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at westerlies.com. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can always post them in the comment box below, or follow us on Facebook and Twitter and post it there as well at Western Pacific Weather, or follow me at Robert Speta. I'll be on air on NHK World all week as well, so just a quick reminder. Thanks for watching.